Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Jello and this is Over the Shoulder Gaming. Today we look at 10 games on sale on the Nintendo eShop for less than $5. But before we do that, please leave a like if you enjoy these videos, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to let you know whenever a new video drops. Now with all of that said, let's begin with my first 5 picks for $5 or less. Let's get cracking! First game on this list today is Habroxia 2, and Habroxia 2 is a side-scrolling space shoot-'em-up from a developer called ESHOP. So in case you haven't heard it yet, yeah, they kind of make these side-scrolling shooters. And this Gradius-inspired shooter is presented in high-quality retro pixel art and a chiptune soundtrack that's sure to spark up some nostalgia. You can customize your weapon loadouts in this game, and you can earn around 64 persistent ship upgrades as well. Of course, there are bosses to face, around 20 of them, and as well as a new Game Plus mode and a boss rush mode. Habroxia 2 is now on sale for $4.99 and the sale runs until May 27, so if this is interesting to you, hurry up, you might want to pick this up before that happens. Next game on this list is called Aces of the Luftwaffe Squadron. Now this game with a relatively long name is another top-down shoot-'em-up from developer Handy Games that pits your war airplane against swarms of bullets and hordes of enemies, all out to put a premature expiration to your existence. You can upgrade your squadron with the skill tree, and you can take on the enemy with up to 3 friends in local co-op dogfights. This game obviously gets its inspiration from the 1942 series of vertical shooters. You know, the ones that came one after another after 1943, 1942, 1943, and so on. So Aces of the Luftwaffe Squadron has a Metacritic score of 71 on the Switch, and this one is on sale for $4.49 until May 28. Next game on this list is called Evoland Legendary Edition. Now Evoland Legendary Edition is actually a bundle of the 2 games in the Evoland series, both Evoland 1 and 2, and both share a common style. Evoland is a journey through the history of action-adventure gaming, and as you progress, you tend to unlock new gaming technologies, gaming systems, and graphical upgrades. This game takes you from monochrome graphics all the way up to full 3D graphics, as well as active time battles that are typically found in old Final Fantasy games, to real-time hack-and-slash battles. Now, Evoland does a lot of references from gaming classics, and the entire premise of this game is truly interesting, and that is the reason why it's on this list today. Evoland Legendary Edition and its 2 games included is absolutely a steal for $4.99, and this sale runs until June 1st. Next up in this list is Horror Bundle Volume 1. So here's another bundle in this list that not only has 2 games, it has 3 games. First game in the bundle is called Paranautical Activity, which is basically a first-person shooter with roguelike elements and level designs presented in a blocky aesthetic. The second game is called Uncanny Valley, which is a 2D survival horror game that is comparable to Silent Hill in a sense that it gives the player a sense of dread with a creepy facility to explore and an ominous atmosphere. And third is a game called Slain: Back from Hell. Slain is a heavy metal inspired arcade combat game with puzzle elements and a whole lot of gore, and the heavy metal soundtrack alone is worth the price of admission. Slain by itself is on sale right now for $4.99, so this bundle at a lower price of $4.56 with all 3 games is definitely a better bargain, and this sale runs until June 3. Next up on sale is the Bleed Complete Bundle. This bundle contains both Bleed and Bleed 2, giving us a double dose of this indie action platformer series in one cheap, stylish, and bullet-dodging bundle. You can either take on the baddies alone or in 2-player couch co-op, and if you have missed the sale for Bleed 2 last week, this is a better bargain because at $4.19 you get both Bleed games for a much lower price. You just gotta love Digirati and what they do. You've got a lot of time to get this one as it is on sale until June the 3rd. Now let's take a look at the remaining 5 games that we have here on this list, starting with this one. Now this one's DISTRAINT 2. I've actually played the first one on mobile because I think DISTRAINT actually began its life cycle on the mobile platform. It does give a creepy vibe, but I think it's about the same thing with DISTRAINT 2. I really haven't tried it yet. But yeah, if you're looking for something a little bit scary, I think DISTRAINT 2 would probably be something up your alley. Next game on this list is a game called Cattails. Now Cattails was actually suggested to me by one of the viewers of the channel, and it's comparable to something like Stardew Valley, they say, but with cats. So I'm not quite sure if you can, like farm and things like that, but according to this gameplay trailer, see you can do a lot of different activities, maybe go hunting, interact with other cats and so on. This one shows even you going to fight the others. But anyway, if this is actually interesting to you, so this one's actually very cheap. It's only at $1.99. So if you're into this kind of thing, yeah, sure, go ahead, check it out. It's at 87% off. And then we also have a game called Frost. So this is a card deck building game with a story that revolves around something like being trapped in the cold and hostile environment, as we can see here in this trailer. So I'm actually fond of deck building games. I really like Slay the Spire. So I'm not quite sure if this is something like that, but based on what I'm looking at, it seems pretty interesting. Maybe something I could pick up also sometime. So yeah, this one's Frost. Dogurai is also on sale for only $1.99. So this one has an old Game Boy like aesthetic. It's mostly all green for the entire game, I believe. So this one is an action platformer where you play as a dog. So if this is your kind of thing, this actually something that you might want to take a look at. I've heard some good things about it from people that actually played the game already. It does look cool, so probably I'll check this one out, especially with this low price point of $1.99. So I guess you guys can check it out too. And the last game that we have on this list is a game called A Robot Named Fight. We don't really hear much about this game, except what I do know is it's a roguelike type of game. And so it's the usual, level grinding and stuff like that. You die, you go back to the beginning, start over with a few persistent upgrades to empower you for your next runs. Now this could be a hidden gem if you're willing to give it a shot. If you're into roguelikes, then yeah, maybe this is one title that you can add to your library. So this one, if you plan to get it, you can get it now for $4.29 on the Nintendo eShop right now. And so that was the list of games on sale this week for $5 or less. I'm not letting the bleed games get away from me this time. I'm gonna be getting those. So which ones are you getting? Which ones are you going to be, just let them pass? Which ones do you already own? Let's talk about it in the comment section down below. Do leave a like if you've enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank you very much once again for watching. Stay safe everyone, and I'll see you all in the next one.